What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back for another video. And this will be my Browns Raiders Week 4 preview as our 1-1-1 Cleveland Browns head west to Oakland, California to play at the Mausoleum against the 0-3, 0-3 Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland. And that's what I'm going to be referring to them as until they officially get the hell out of Oakland and move to their brand spanking new stadium, which is still under construction, by the way, in Las Vegas, Nevada, right off the strip. So let's take a look and see how the Raiders have done so far this year. Well, week 1, they faced the Rams, and they lost. It was actually a close game until Derek Carr prolapsed on the field, and the Rams, pulled away. And it included a awesome moment where Marcus Peters told the Raiders fans to hold my dick, as he's diving in the end zone, kind of mimicking beast mode. Remember when he told the New Orleans Saints to hold my dick, a few years ago in the playoffs? That was awesome. And then, Marcus Peters, who's always seemed to sting the Raiders when he plays them, well, he told the Raiders and their fans to hold my dick. So, yeah, he got penalized for that. But, yeah, Raiders lost to the Rams. Week 2, they faced the Broncos. They should have been able to win that game. Well, they lost again. Okay, 0-2, not too bad. You got the Dolphins. You're going to South Beach. And you lose again. And for like the third straight game, you guys had a lead and you lost it. And now you come back home to the Mausoleum. They call it the Coliseum. I call it the Mausoleum because that thing is decrepit as hell. It looks like it could collapse at any moment, except for Mount Davis. That part is practically brand new. But, yeah, you're coming back home and you're facing a fired up Browns team that just got their first win in 635 days after we defeated Sam Darnold and the New York Jets on Thursday Night Football. And oh yeah, we're going to be led by Baker Mayfield. Now, I'm already seeing Raiders fans, talking about this, and they're saying, "Oh, Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield." You're forgetting something. Our defense. Yeah, we have a defense, unlike you guys. Even better, we got a pass rush. No, we got a pass rusher. Yeah, you guys used to have one until you traded him to Chicago. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of Myles Garrett this week. I'm pretty sure Derek Carr will get to meet him quite often. And, I know you guys are going to be focusing on number 95. That's Myles Garrett. But I would also keep an eye on number 65 as well, Larry Ogunjobi, because he's been beasting so far this year. And then we might be getting Emmanuel Ogbah back, too. So I wouldn't necessarily overlook our defense. I mean, we have forced 11 turnovers in the first 3 games. So I wouldn't necessarily sleep on our defense. Looking at our offense led by Baker Mayfield, you got Jarvis Landry, you got Antonio Callaway, who's got wheels. I just discovered that because, I thought this guy was good, but damn, this guy got wheels though. After watching that Saints game and really looking into it, when Tyrod had the ball in the air, I think it was on the 25-yard line, Callaway knew he had to get on his high horse. He turned on the turbos and he took off and caught that baby in the back of the end zone. Good job. Freaking love Antonio Callaway, man. He's a hidden gem. Of course, he's being mentored by none other than the best receiver in the NFL, Antonio Brown. So he's learning from the best. Let's just hope he, can stay on the field, But anyways, I see the Raiders brought back John Gruden, It's a little bit of a nostalgic move, trying to get the fan base hyped up. In fact, I caught this gem in the Sports Fury's Raiders preview that they did with Mikey Raider, formerly Raider Central, but the NFL apparently didn't like him using their content. So they kind of went after him a few times, and now he's completely rebranded his channel. He still does Raider vids, but he blots out Raiders and everything, all the copyrighted content on the jerseys and such, the logos and all that, the word marks. But yeah, he now calls himself On Air Nation. Well, anyways, he did a Raiders preview with Sports Fury. Shout out to Josh and Sean from the Sports Fury. Love what you guys do. Hopefully one day, I'll be able to get with you to do a vid. That'd be cool. Collab. Yeah, that'd be sick. But I caught this gem in their Raiders preview.
The Raiders will crush the Cleveland Browns in this game by 15 points or more.
Okay.
The Raiders are going to crush the Browns by 15 points or more. Really? Now, I understand this was before they traded Khalil Mack. So, as you would expect, the whole hype, Gruden, some new players coming in, Raiders fans are feeling good about themselves. I wonder if they redid that. I wonder what he would say about this game. He probably would still say, we're going to beat the Browns because they're the Browns. Well, we're going to beat the Raiders because it's the Raiders. You guys suck. You've had one good year in the last, 20 years. Really? Really? Usually when a team makes the playoffs, you get that sense of the playoffs and you're like, I want more, give me more. Well, I can already tell you Raiders fans are going to go, 2002. I know. We weren't good after we made the playoffs, but you guys were calling yourselves Super Bowl contenders that year. Derek Carr got hurt and it all went downhill. Whew. Raiders fans were on suicide watch after Derek Carr went down, and then you had to roll out Connor Cook for the actual game, and you guys got rolled by the freaking Texans. Good job. But other than that, I don't really hate the Raiders. I mean, we have a little bit of history, but not really much hate for them. I like to refer to them as our twin brother. People say, oh, the Browns are our younger brother. No, we're twins because, we've kind of sucked at the same time, But hopefully we can both get really good at the same time, and maybe we make a lot more history, But anyways, we got Hugh Jackson going back to Oakland for the first time as a head coach, going up against John Gruden. I know the nostalgia factor for Raiders fans is in full effect here, because Hugh Jackson used to be the Raiders head coach. Of course, he made that ballsy trade for Carson Palmer. I think once Jason Campbell went down. Yeah, a lot of Raiders fans say, what if Campbell never went down? I don't know. We never know what's going to happen. We never know what would happen. But, yeah, it's kind of like us saying, what would have happened if Tim Couch never got hurt and he played in the wild card game? Well, then Kelly Holcomb wouldn't have roasted the Pittsburgh defense. Probably still would have lost, though. But, yeah, we still lost, but who cares? It's 2002. That's way back in history. But anyways, let's get to the 3 keys to victory for a Browns W this Sunday against the Raiders. Key number 1. This is an obvious one. Force turnovers. So far, we have forced 11 turnovers in the first 3 games. If our defense does what they've done the first 3 games this week, and our offense gets going, it's going to be a long day for the Raider fans. There may be some empty seats by halftime because, unlike Tyrod Taylor, Baker Mayfield will challenge that secondary. He can throw the ball very deep downfield. And we got guys who can get the ball. Antonio Callaway, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, heck, Darren Fells. We got Carlos Hyde, Nick Chubb, Duke Johnson. Good luck guarding all those weapons. And as always, how are you guys going to stop Myles Garrett? But I love what this defense has been doing. Greg Williams has these hounds hunting, and I love it. Keep it up, guys. I want to see Derek Carr on the ground a lot. And I want to see some of these sack dances because I heard they got some good ones. You know, Miles and Larry got this whole little thing with Naruto going on. You know, they're trying to coordinate a sack dance. They tried it before, but it failed. Of course, Juju did it, and it looked perfection, of course, but whatever. That's Juju. You know, he's a freaking game freak. But I hope to see Derek Carr on the ground a lot this week. And hopefully our secondary can clamp down. Because Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson, Martavis Bryant, they ain't no slouches. Denzel Ward's going to have his work cut out for him. Same thing with Terrence Money Mitchell and TJ Carey. Oh, yeah, TJ Carey is returning to Oakland. Imagine that. This time he'll be repping the Cleveland Browns. Might even see EJ Gaines. You never know. I don't really know what happened to him, but yeah, he really hasn't been seen much ever since the injury. But yeah, I like what we got. Demarius Randall at safety. And I like that. You know, Demarius Randall being the angel safety, he's more fitted for that position than Jabril Peppers. I've seen Demarius Randall literally all over the field. He's up close. He's way out in the center field, literally, because, you know, they're playing in a baseball stadium. But yeah, Jabril Peppers, you know, playing closer to the line. You know, he's being more effective. I mean, he's literally making plays. He almost had a freaking fumble recovery for a touchdown against the Steelers, but Big Ben tackled him. Yeah, Demarius Randall, I think, still rips him about that. But yeah, it's whatever. Key number 2, score. Yeah, I want to see this offense score some points off of turnovers. So I guess you can kind of say number 1 and 2 kind of coincide. Force turnovers and score off of those turnovers. We only have, 13 points off of 11 turnovers? Something like that? Really? Could you imagine if Baker Mayfield was our quarterback the entire year? We probably would be like in the 30s or something, maybe even 40s. But I expect the Browns offense to take off this week. You know, I think we're going to score a lot of points. I mean, Tyrod Taylor was a game manager, whereas Baker Mayfield's more of a hold my balls kind of guy, you know? He's out here throwing bombs, throwing lasers to his receivers. You know, he sees a tiny little hole. Well, he throws a stick of dynamite and it explodes and makes the hole bigger. If there ain't a hole, he'll make one. Yeah. So I'm literally going to say Baker Mayfield's out here throwing sticks of dynamite because he's making holes in these walls out here. That's freaking lit. Now, hopefully, you know, he can have another great game. He looked good without any first-team reps. Let's see what he can do when he actually has reps with the first-teamers. You know? It's going to be fun. Now, my third key to a Browns victory this Sunday. No mistakes. I don't want to see no costly turnovers or mental errors. Penalties are going to happen. You know, it's football. What are you going to do? You know, I just want to see improvement. But I don't want no costly turnovers or mental errors like that, you know. I want this to be a damn near perfect game. Now, the Raiders are not that good, so we may be able to get away with some things against these guys, but who knows? I mean, they're trying to get off the schneid against us. We need to go out there and beat their ass, assert ourselves early, score often, and take them out of the game. Now, my player to watch this week is Baker Mayfield. I want to see what this kid's got. This is his first career start in enemy territory, and of course, it's in the black hole, in the mausoleum. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do against a suspect Raider defense that has no pass rush. Remind you, yeah, they have no pass rush. They traded the one pass rusher they had that actually did something to the Bears. And I know Josh from the Sports Fair is really loving himself some Khalil Mack right now. He loves Khalil Mack. I'm pretty sure he wakes up every day and thanks the Raiders for trading him to the Bears. Now, as for my prediction for this game, I'm going to say Browns get the win. We improve to 2-1-1 heading into week 5 next week at home. Our first home game with Baker Mayfield as the starter. I'll be going to that game. I'm pretty sure First Energy Stadium is going to be bumping, much like it was on Thursday night. It's going to be lit. Hopefully, we'll be 2-1-1. But I have us winning this game comfortably. I think we might actually reach the 30-point threshold for the first time in a very long time here. I have us winning 31 to 24. 31-24. Relatively comfortable, you know. It's not too bad. 31-24, that's a cool number. You know, I think the Raiders will keep it close. I don't know if our defense is going to be able to do anything. Who knows? I think the Raiders will be fired up. They'll score some points, but we're going to win. So, yeah, 31-24, Browns win. We pretty much ice it with a field goal, and then our defense comes up with a big stop late in the game to officially seal the deal, and we get the hell out of Oakland with the win, and we move on to face the Ravens next week, week 5. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Hey, Biggie, my guy Biggie Smalls, what you doing, huh? Play me out of this joint. I'm going